Of Sri Shunya.
Of Sri Shunya, Mr. Soerensen from Denmark.
Yes.
And your name was?
I am S.N. Bhaharadwaj. S.N.
Bhaharadwaj. And you were a personal friend of Mr. Soerensen?
Yes.
Yes. And you have his personal...
For many years.
For many years, and you have his personal writings.
He used to pay us visit at Hoshiarpur.
Yeah.
Yes. And I knew about his movements, correspondence, many letters received from him are in my possession.
Achha ji.
From the Himalayas.
Wonderful.
Yeah, for about 30 years.
Yes.
Then he was a friend of Jawaharlal Nehru, our Prime Minister.
Yes, yeah.
So Jawaharlal Nehru wrote on his visiting card, Shunya is welcome to Teen Murti House in New Delhi at all hours of the day and night.
Wonderful.
Yes.
A Danish saint meeting an Indian saint.
Well, many I have met, I'll tell you.
Yes, yeah.
About 35 to 40 saints I have met.
Achha ji.
And I have kept a record of my conversations with them.
Yeah. And now you are yourself awakened.
I am leading a retired, happy, contented life.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And what is your age?
86 plus.
86 plus, okay, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now the video is on.
Is it camera?
Yeah, it's a camera, yeah.
So, has it clicked or?
Yes, 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 yeah. You just don't bother about it.
I see.
Just forget it now.
It will go on?
Yes, 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 no problem.
The memories of Shunya Maharaj are very sweet and very elevating.
Yes.
Yes. He was indeed a great saint.
Yes.
An embodiment of God consciousness and self-realization.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
He used to tie a turban.
Yeah.
Indian turban.
Yeah. I like very much the story you told about Tagore.
Yes.
How he met. Could you tell that once more?
Tagore went to receive his Nobel Prize in 1913.
Yeah.
To Stockholm.
Stockholm, yeah.
Stockholm.
Yeah.
From there, he was invited to London to deliver a course of lectures.
Yeah.
He came. Shunya Maharaj, Emanuel Soerensen,
yeah,
was in those days working as a horticulturist in London.
Yeah.
He heard about Tagore
Yeah.
and went to attend his lecture.
Yeah.
On seeing him, he felt that his soul belonged to the country from which Gurudev Tagore had come.
Yeah.
So he went and embraced him and told him this. He said, all right, take my letter, Shanti Niketan University in Calcutta,
Yeah.
and stay there.
Yeah.
We came with the letter to India and said, no, this is not the India of my vision which I saw in London. That must be different India. So we travelled. And when he reached Raman Maharshi Ashram in South, he said, yeah, this is the India of my vision.
Yes.
And he stayed there.
Wonderful.
There, Raman Maharshi picked him up and said, you are a born saint, your previous karma is so much, now this is the final consummation of your karmas. You will realize God in this life and be liberated forever. And the initiation mantra which he gave him was Shunya. He gave him the name Shunyata or Shunya.
Yeah.
So Shunya is empty of all impurities. So, you
can sit here. Yeah. 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 Let's improve.
So there he received initiation. Shunya, remember, you are always aware.
Always aware.
This eternal awareness is God realization.
Yeah.
You see? Eternal awareness. Never forgetting your real self.
Yeah.
So, he was changed and left for the Himalayas and built a thatched roof 4 miles above Almora, high up in the Himalayas.
Yes.
And lived there for 32 years.
Yes.
All alone.
Yeah.
When I said you are alone, he said, I'm all one. I'm one with you.
All one, yeah.
One with you all.
Yeah.
Yes. See? So Jawaharlal met him there and wrote on his visiting card.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Nehru.
my friends, first
Yeah.
friends of the
Shunyata is welcome to my Teen Murti house koti of Jawaharlal in
Yeah.
New Delhi.
Yeah.
All the hours of day and night.
Yes. Yeah.
So he didn't feel much attracted to go there. He would sometimes go to Delhi and just look in.
Yeah.
I said, Jawaharlal said, you are always welcome, you can stay as long as you like. This is your home. But don't expect me to be present with you much. Because so many people are coming from all parts of the world to see me.
Yeah.
So he was very gracious. He liked me. I revered him. And he would come almost every year to Hoshiarpur and stay with us. My younger brother was Principal Government College, Chandigarh.
Did he meet Fakir then? Did Shunya meet
Shunya
Fakir?
used to stay in my brother's bungalow also,
Yeah.
younger brothers.
But did Shunya meet Fakir Baba?
No.
No. Okay. No.
No.
Okay. And how did you meet him, Shunya?
There was a leading advocate of Hoshiarpur. His son was married to a Finnish lady. So he lived in Finland. He had come here. He had seen Shunya Maharaj in Jawaharlal's koti.
Acha.
So he requested him, would you come to Hoshiarpur sometime? And he agreed. He said Hoshiarpur is known as the city of saints.
Yeah.
When you enter the boundary of Hoshiarpur, there is a signboard written by the municipal committee. Welcome to Hoshiarpur, the city of saints.
Yes.
In Hoshiarpur there are many saints and many ashramas.
Yes.
So Sri Shunya came to that advocate.
Yeah.
One evening they were out for evening walk. I saw him, I inquired about him. He introduced me to Shunya Maharaj. Then we became friends.
Acha.
And for many, many years, correspondence, he would come and stay with us.
Yeah.
You see? So, he spoke very little. He was glowing all the time, in tune with the infinite. With his face glowing with joy.
Wonderful.
That was, to think of him is to be thrilled
Yes.
and to be elevated.
Yeah. You mean to think of Shunyata?
Shunyata was the name given to him.
Yeah.
Shunyata is emptiness.
So he was a kind of guru for you?
Yes,
Yeah.
my guru was Swami Satyanandji Maharaj,
Yeah.
from whom I received Ram Nam Diksha.
Yeah.
So Sri Shunya was a fellow traveler with me. We were co-seekers.
Yes. Yeah.
We were co-seekers.
Yeah.
Yes. He was an embodiment of self-realization.
Yes.
Wonderful saint.
Yeah.
And from the whole of India, he thought me a fit recipient for his writing, all the writing, collected writing.
Yes. Yeah.
He sent them to me by registered post
Yeah.
from Almora.
Acha.
They are with me.
Yeah.
I will hand them over to you.
I am very, very happy. I will treasure them as gold.
You make use of them as you please.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I'll be delighted to read that book. When he was dying in a hospital in USA,
Yeah.
he said to his devotee, so and so you will write a book on me.
Yeah.
And now you tell me that the book has come out.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I hope to, maybe not now, but later get more personal experience, what you have experienced with the Shunyata.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. You could just tell any story.
Many will come to my mind.
Okay.
His own writings.
Yeah.
Because he was above 90,
Yeah.
so his hand was shaking a little.
मैं नीचे वेट करना था
Shunya means empty. Empty of what? Empty of ego first.
Yes.
No ego first. So he's empty that way. You know, empty is full.
Yeah.
He would use the word empathy instead of sympathy.
Yes.
You become one with the object, that is empathy.
Yeah.
You become one with the tree and enter the spirit of the tree.
Yeah.
And you realize that tree as yourself.
Yes.
That is empathy. In sympathy there is duality.
Yeah.
In empathy there is no duality.
Yes.
So that is the highest state of consciousness, non-dual, unity. Yes. There may be 1,000 zeros, they don't have any value. Just add unity with them, join with unity and they become tremendous.
Yes.
So this unity gives power to everything.
Yes.
Without the presence of this unity or cosmic consciousness, everything is zero, nothing.
Yes. If there is any purpose to existence, it must be to develop consciousness.
Yes.
Yes. Awareness. You just say anything what comes up or not comes up.
A very interesting anecdote.
Okay, Ji.
He was with us after the partition, and from Lahore, which was the capital of joint Punjab, there were Punjab University departments in Lahore. They were all shifted to Hoshiarpur after the partition. University teaching departments
Yes, yeah.
were shifted from Lahore, capital of joint Punjab,
Yeah.
now in Pakistan,
Yeah.
to Hoshiarpur,
Yeah.
government college building
Yeah.
nearby. All heads of departments, double PhDs, D.Lits, and all professors came from Lahore, Punjab University here. This came to be known as Punjab University College, Hoshiarpur. Shri Shunya arrived. It was my desire to introduce him to all the heads of departments in the university college. So there was district and sessions judge here, Mr. Puri. He was a great devotee and my Guru Bhai. I asked him to arrange a meeting in his bungalow, district judge's bungalow. A meeting was arranged. 2 cars were sent to bring all the professors from their residences to the residence of the district judge of Hoshiarpur, Mr. Puri. They all assembled there. I took Shunya Maharaj to that residence. I said to those professors, you put any question. They would spell out a question in 5 sentences and he would give a reply in 2 words.
Okay.
You are marveled at his clarity and at his self-confidence.
Yes.
This went on for about 1 hour. We had coffee up and all that. Then I sent them back to their residences. And I accompanied him to the house of advocate host in Hoshiarpur. It was 10 p.m. in winter. At about just after 10, I rose up to take leave of Shunya Maharaj. He had a bag made of fur in which he would sleep at night. He would need no bed. That fur bag was rolled up, very costly, but very warm. He would slip into that with the zip on and be very warm at night. Before leaving him, I rose and paid my respects to him and said, Shunya Maharaj, when all is said and done, ultimately, what is reality? This was my question. When all is said and done, ultimately, Shunya Maharaj, what is truth? What is reality? Do you know what he said?
No.
He said, with an extraordinary conviction, you are it.
Yes, yeah.
You are that. And with the force of vibrations of his realization, I forgot my body and mind, and I became all spirit. Such was the strength of his vibrations. I transcended body and mind and became a spirit. That was my intuitive experience. First experience as spirit, transcending the mind and body. I can never forget that. I left him and then rode my bicycle. When I got down at my residence, I felt that I had been floating in the air. Then when I got down, I said, oh, on this material hard cycle I was riding. I was the spirit. Where was my body? I had to touch my body to become aware of the body. I passed my hand on my body and then became aware that I had a body also. Otherwise I was floating as spirit in the air, all bliss, all joy, very light. You see? That was the force of his presence. Another experience I can relate. Shall I?
Yes, definitely. Everything.
One night, he was staying with me, he was resting in the adjoining room. A retired friend of mine came to me and began to weep. I said, why are you weeping? He said, I have a son. I am a retired man. That son was married to the IAS officer, Deputy Commissioner of Simla, 10 years ago. And they are not getting a child. I have prayed, I have gone to magicians, I have gone to this, that and the rest, but they are not blessed with a child. She said to me, you go to saints, can you implore some saint to bless them with a child? I said, Sri Shunya Maharaj is here. I have never made any worldly request to him. Our relationship is purely spiritual, but for your sake, I will make it. I said, where is your son? He said, my son is professor of botany in USA, Tennessee State Martin University. But they are not getting a child. For 10 years they have been married. Thank you. Thank you. I had ordered a cup.
Oh, okay. Put it here.
Thank you. I need something to replenish my energy.
Yes.
When I talk, I get tired.
You get tired. Okay. We can just also immediately, when you don't feel for talking any longer, we just stop.
All right. Then you know what happened. I went to his room. I said, would you mind if I disturb you? He said, no, I'm awake. I'm always awake. I said, he is a friend of mine. His son is a professor of botany in the States, Martin University, Tennessee State. He was married to the daughter of an IAS officer, his son, but they are not getting a child. I have never requested you for anything material or worldly, I said to Shishu. But today I am making a request to you with folded hands to pray so that they may be blessed with his son. He touched this Trikuti. Shunya Maharaj touched this Trikuti. You know this Trikuti?
Yes.
Touched the Trikuti and said, they will have one baby girl. Yeah. And after a year and a half, they got a baby girl. Yeah. That baby girl is now known as Menaka.
Okay.
Menaka, and she is studying in the 10th class in the USA.
Okay,
The father of Menaka came to me last week from the States.
Achha.
He belongs to Hoshiarpur.
Yeah.
He has now gone back.
Yeah.
So that was a gift of Shri Shunya.
Wonderful.
I can go on with anecdotes.
Please do it.
some other time.
Okay. So we stop now? Shall we stop now?
Yes.
We just forget.
There was a British officer. He pronounced Nazi as Nazi.
Yeah.
Not Nazi. We call Nazi.
Nazi.
I asked him. He said, in my country, Z is equal to TS.
Yeah.
Nazi, not Nazi. Schizophrenia, not schizophrenia. So as a student of English language, I earned my bread by teaching English.
Yeah, okay, yes.
English is a wonderful language.
I love very much what you say. Now I forgot. Now I remember again. Inside and outside, there's no division.
Right, quite right. Quite.
Always when there comes organization, ashram, you should take very much care.
Integrated personality.
Yeah.
One whole.
Negi Maharaj asked me to be a member of the trust, but I refused because I don't want to get into this.
Tied up.
No, I want to go inside.
Right, you are.
Yeah.
This is what I told those Americans who sent me return ticket.
Yeah.
There is a society in the USA called ARE, Association for Research and Enlightenment.
Yes.
The founder was KC, a mystic,
Yeah.
American mystic.
KC, yes.
KC,
Yeah.
on whom I.C. Sharma wrote a book.
Yeah.
That book is in the library.
Yeah.
A copy is with me.
Yeah.
KC was a mystic, born mystic.
Yeah. Okay now.
Sent return ticket to me to visit the States.
Yeah.
I said to myself, this will be too much externalization.
Too much externalization.
My aim is not externalization.
Yeah.
No publicity, nothing of this sort. But it is to be immersed in the self.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is in and out.
Yeah.
So whatever there is in America, much better than America is inside me.
Yes.
Tamasha that I see and enjoy.
Yeah.
Good, great fun to be alive
Yes.
To be alive is a great fun for me. To think is joy, to speak is joy, to see is joy, to touch is joy, to breathe is joy. You see, that's how I live.
Yes.
In the holy Vedas, it is written, out of Anand, Anand is bliss.
Yes.
On the sensational plane, you have pleasure, which is nothing but excitement. Then you have joy, then you have happiness, and above all you have bliss.
Yes.
So out of the holy Veda says in a mantra, O sons of immortality, O human beings, you are all sons of immortality. Out of Anand are you born. On the basis of Anand you subsist and exist. And into Anand you finally pass.
Wonderful.
O sons of bliss and immortality, awake, arise and realize yourself.
Wonderful.
So, out of Anand have we come.
Yes.
That is our inheritance, birthright. But, Mr. Gana, I wanted to know the meaning of ignorance. So I looked up about 20 dictionaries. Hindi, Urdu, I know 6 languages. I looked up dictionaries of all these 6 languages to find out the meaning of ignorance. Ultimately, when it became clear to me that ignorance means ignoring what really exists.
Yes.
Anand is your swarup, your real essence. You are ignoring it.
Yes.
That is ignorance. You cease ignoring, and there you are. As Sri Shunya said to me, you are that. I said, ultimately, when all is said and done, Mr. Sri Shunya Maharaj, what is reality? He said, you are it.
Yes.
You are yourself that reality. And for some time, I really became it. Or that.
Yes.
So powerful was his spiritual dynamo.